art, culture, unique, belief, aesthetic, renaissance, compression, expression, foundation, diverse, one voice, multicultural, life, cosmopolitan. Welcome to
Wire! Hey! Yo, we're back. Welcome to episode 8 of The Wire.
Yeah, and what have you got this week?
Well, this week we've got this.
It's Access, Baggage and Claim by two people, Cyril, Wong and
Jaensch.
Yeah.
Well, we went to the book launch for this book, and this is what we got, so check it out.
Yeah.
And when the day came to surprise, you played yourself. Mother backed flush against an invisible rod, not so much eye to eye with Bart's marble, but the tapering of his cool breast and gilded frame behind. How music holds a child. Or is it revelation? Where in the foam of domesticity, these hands, the gift was not mine, a minor success compared when at once I knew the source. Are we friends that you could leave for even one moment? Youth should not find rebellion as poem filled with questions, feed itself, nor suffer the probability of your accomplishments. Who are you to take pleasure in, to clearly define and to clearly repeal? These days, how commonplace my arguments against ivory, how correct, how righteous and unforgiving.
Tell us about that book of ours, Cyril.
You can do it if you want to. Anyway, yeah, it's about God, what am I gonna say? The book is called Access, Baggage and Claim. It's been published by Transit Lounge in Australia, and it's written by Terry Jaensch and I. It's about two gay men, one Australian, one Singaporean, and basically it's about their unfolding perspectives on love in Singapore. Yeah. Say something, Terry.
Who's it being distributed by here in Singapore, Cyril?
Oh, it's distributed by First Fruits Publishers. You can find their website at firstfruitspublications.com.
And it looks good. Poetry books in Australia don't look that good. Usually it's true, absolutely. They look like cheaper versions of other books. Singapore seems to have a better design aesthetic for poetry books. Books in general, I think. So,
that's only a recent thing.
But Australia doesn't have it yet, and there's no reason to not have it with the technology that's available. You know, young graphic design kids, all that kind of stuff. It's absurd that they look like cheaper versions of other books. No one's picking them up to begin with because they're poetry. So then you put on a horrible cover, which gives them even less of a reason to pick it up. So I jokingly said to Cyril that they'll pick this one up and because of the cover and then realise it's poetry and put it back down again. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, basically we wrote this book while we were staying together at Purumo, which is my old home. And it took some time for this book to be produced. Terry was the slow one. I was really quick. Terry took some time between here and Malaysia and Australia. So we hope that everyone should at least pick up the book, regardless of the cover.
Yeah, I hope they pick it up too. And yes, I don't write that fast at all. It takes me quite some time. But I'm okay with that, Cyril.
Oh, hey, hi.
Hello. Hi.
Just wondering, do you have something to say? How do you feel about tonight's book launch?
I've actually never really seen Cyril speak and read his poetry before, and I thought that for today, even though he was saying it in terms of different perspectives, the different characters that he was portraying, you could really still see his personality coming through, and it's very personal. Whereas for Terry, it was quite amazing how it was actually very emotional, and you could actually read it off like almost through memory. It's almost like him recounting his own life. So it was a very moving experience for me, and I think that it's a really interesting book to follow up with. And yeah, I think everybody should own it.
How much is it? Oh, it's only 16.80. And this event is sponsored by RFBC Australia. Wow!
Stop, police! It's Creative Riot. Okay. Yeah. This is a attempt to enact to describe the Creative Riot show.
Yeah.
I think the graduation show at NAFA, right?
Yep, the graduation show at NAFA.
So this is all our future creatives going crazy, and so we went there, we checked it out.
Yeah, we interviewed the people that went for the Fine Art Diploma show.
Yeah. So here it is, guys.
Here it is. Check it out. Check it out.
Well, in any graduation show, you have a big mix of students of different abilities. So you get work that is stunning, outstanding, and work that is not so outstanding, and things you maybe might suspect leave you to wonder whether they deserve graduation or not. But having said that, I have seen work which is really, really nice that I could actually feature in my gallery. The person who won the display, Alan Lee, his work is very, very eye-catching. It strikes you immediately. But the person that I wanted to buy the works of, and I have offered, is his name is Wong and he is doing very sensitive tempera portraits of Singapore artists. He planned to do a series of 12 Singapore artists tracing the art history of Singapore, representing art history in Singapore. And yeah, easy for me to offer him a show already since I have a gallery.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about graduating today?
I feel very happy because all my hard work and my tears, everything is paid off. Because I spend a lot of time doing my work, especially my styles. It takes me about, I think, more than 6 months to complete everything. And also, there are a lot of research behind it, and there are a lot of rejections in between when during the assessment my lecturers come and some of them don't like my work, and there are also some comments saying that my works are decorative instead of more art. So yeah, but I still stick to what I'm doing because I like doing carving, and like as stated in my statement, as a new era Malay, I'm still sticking strong to my Malay roots.
Actually, I feel kind of lost because other that I don't know which way to go, but I hope I can continue painting.
How do you feel about graduation?
It's very liberating, but at the same time a bit it's pretty mysterious also what's coming next. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Graduation for me is a new result and a new starting, and actually graduation can make us to continue to do some more and more. Yeah.
So are you happy with the exhibition?
Yeah, very enjoy because I can see my result. Not bad.
It's a leap of faith after the whole 3 years, and I think graduation is just a risk for me. You know, whether you can go further in art or not. So it's actually a big risk. So yeah, it's actually a risk actually. So I will know the answer after I try, trying to apply for other institutions for my further studies. So yeah, it's a risk.
This is analog. Go.
In this segment, Simon covers the Cinematheque program, The Adventures of Prince Achmed, directed by Lotte Renninger in 1926, with original live music by the Analog Girl for Under the Crescent Moon, Culture and Heritage of the Arab World and Turkey at the National Museum of Singapore.
I was introduced to this film by the National Museum programmer Wong. He's the one who showed the film to me, and he thought that it would be a nice contrast between this 1926 old silent film and my modern electronic music. So that's how it came about. When I first saw the film, it struck me as a really magical and mystical film. From the way it was made in the 1920s, and it was all hand-cut silhouettes, shot frame by frame. And it took 7 years for this teenage girl to make it, and she's German, and it's a really different take on the Arab culture as well, from someone from Germany. And it's just truly inspiring. I think when I saw it for the first time, all these sounds and you know, sonic soundscapes just came to my mind, and I thought it would be a really good experience to score this film and also to perform it live in a theatre. Yeah.
How long did it take to make all the sounds for it?
It took me about a month or so to put the soundtrack together.
Where did you get the ideas for? Because I heard also you incorporated some Arabic music, maybe sample, I don't know.
The Arabic sample that you hear is actually from, I think it was the 1950s version of the same movie. They had a soundtrack put to it which was Arabian. So I took a sample from that soundtrack and incorporated it. Yeah.
Okay, maybe one more question. How do you feel about the representation of the overall creating of this program? Considering it's trying to show something about Arab culture, but at the same time incorporating so many different things. You have a German girl,
yes.
An Arab film, and then a Singaporean artist making a soundtrack. Do you think does this make it more confusing or is it healthy?
I think that's a question for Wong, but from what I know is his idea was to bring in like a Westerners point of view of the Arab culture. So that's why he brought in this film by a German girl for this Arabic festival, but also because the film is just very enjoyable to watch on its own.
My name is Wong. I work at the National Museum. I'm in programming, mainly film. So at the museum we have a Cinematheque. It's called the National Museum Cinematheque. It's basically like a year-round film program. So I do the programming for this Cinematheque.
Okay. So is it year-round? Is it like a running program? Or do they...
Yeah, because the museum we just reopened in December. So the idea is to have, and this Cinematheque actually it sort of like open at the same time also. So the idea is to have like a year-round, very comprehensive film screenings. I mean, it'd be wonderful to have it like every week, every month. So, but we've just started, so things are getting up to speed.
Yeah. So about this event, you're tying it in with the other larger event?
Yeah, the larger festival is called Under the Crescent Moon, which is a 2 months festival about the Arab world and Islamic culture. So there's like performances, dance, and of course film.
Yeah. Is that something that you hear about, or have you found out? If you had to go and research and find out a lot more about Arab cinema?
Yeah, it was. It's like I think that the idea was to sort of like present Arab cinema, but not so much like contemporary Arab cinema, because organizations like SIFF, Singapore International Film Festival, they do a lot of this. They show like the important filmmakers and all that. We thought we wanted to give a slightly like a sideway look at it, looking at it through like Western eyes, how they view the Arab world. So that was the initial idea, and I actually saw the films before, so I thought it would make an interesting program, to see like at the time how the West views the Arab form.
Hey! Yo! Hello! This is the third take.
Okay, yeah, that was Unlock Go. I hope you enjoyed our interview, my interview.
I completely enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's sarcasm already. Okay, yeah, actually the next thing we're going to talk about is legal difficulties that we seem to be having.
Yeah, for those of you who know what we've always been doing, we've been putting up our stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I received an email from YouTube, actually sending an email on behalf of Warner Brothers, saying that they'll take down episodes of The Wire.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking stuff. I think they must be scared of us.
Yeah.
The Wire is getting too big.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
How does that make you feel, man?
Makes me feel small.
Small!
Small!
Yeah.
What else? What's next?
So big it up.
Yeah, and get lost, Warner Brothers. Leave us alone. We're a small outfit.
Yeah.
We try our best.
But let me clarify that I found out. I think that the reason why we are actually being a threat to Warner Brothers is because we have the same title. The Wire is the same title as the TV series that the Warner Brothers is producing. So, man, that's like eliminating us just because we have the same name.
It's the world gone mad.
Yeah, it's completely crazy. Well,
I think we're going to keep doing it and keep giving you guys the best quality that we can.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So that's me, Tian.
And that's me, Simon.
Signing up for The Wire.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yes. Goodbye. Thank you very much. And see you next time.
The Wire is a Danger Museum project, presented by artsingapore.org, featuring Simon Peter and Woon Tin Wei. Episode 8 is supported by Cyril Foundation and P10.